Hey folks, John Hageman with Wolf Track Energy here. Now, we often hear questions from people about snow on solar panels and how that might affect solar production. So today, that's what we're going to be talking about. Now, as we've covered before, solar panels take sunlight and turn it into electricity. But if there's something blocking that sunlight from reaching your panels, like snowfall or cloud cover, your system is going to struggle to produce that energy that powers your home or business. That might seem like a problem in the Duluth area where we see a lot of snow every year. But in reality, if we take it from a kind of annual, a larger view of our solar production, it's not as big of an issue. So if you think about, in the winter, obviously it gets dark a lot sooner. There's a lot less sunlight that we get in the wintertime, and that's due to our position on the northern hemisphere. So in Duluth, in the Duluth area, we see about less than a third of the solar radiation in December than we do in July. So let's say we have a big snowstorm like we did in the past couple days, and your solar panels are covered in snow, not producing much energy. On an annual average basis, or on an annual basis, you're only missing out on a sliver of your solar production because it's happening during the winter when there's less sunlight to be harvested to begin with. That's sunlight, that's energy that you're going to make up for in June, July, August, that kind of time frame. So really, snowfall, yes, it can hamper your solar production. If it's a heavy snowfall, if it's just a dusting, it will probably just blow off or melt pretty quickly. But if a heavy snowfall can stick on your panels for a little bit of time, even then though, you're only missing out on a sliver of your solar production. Now here we have a solar system that we installed last year, and we're going to show how snowfall can affect solar production in both the short term and in the long term. So if we go back here in the past 7 days, we can see that there's a pretty big difference between the amount of energy that we're getting from these panels here and the panels on the edge here. And this is due to snowfall. Same thing over here. We see that snow is gathering on these panels, but these panels are a bit more clear. So this is just in the past few days, or 7 days. So we did have a snowstorm last week, so that's the culprit here. But if we take a look in the lifetime of the solar system, there's really not much of a difference between how much energy is being produced by each individual panel. And same thing over here on this section of the array. So again, this it kind of demonstrates what I was just saying about, if you take a longer view of your solar energy production, snowfall is only going to affect kind of that sliver of your, opportunity to harvest that sunlight in the winter. Because again, we're seeing less sunlight during the winter than we are during other times of the year. Now, you always have the option of taking matters into your own hands using something like this. This is a Snow Pro head made of foam, foam being something that's not going to scrape your panels when you take the snow off of them. Attached to a telescoping pole, something that you can get at the hardware store. So this is something that you can use to quickly just take the snow off your panels after a big snowfall. It's not necessarily a chore that you have to do every time it snows. Obviously, if you can look at the forecast and see that it's going to be cloudy for a few days and you're not going to get any solar production anyway, maybe it's not worth it for you to trudge out there and get the snow off your panels. But if you see it's going to be nice and sunny like it is today after a big snowfall, maybe that's the time you want to get out there and make sure that you're getting every bit of solar production that you can out of your system. So I'm going to go off here and scrape off these panels of snow, and hopefully I don't get stuck out there in this really deep snow. So wish me luck.